what I'm increasingly finding among management companies and labels is they're trying to work with people who can't do anything else. Hey, so I wanted to drop a really important rant that I think not a lot of people pay enough attention to, and that's going to really move the needle for your band and help you develop better relationships across the board. And so what this is, very simply, is knowing the fuck out of your music history. And I think a lot of people don't respect this enough and don't fully understand that, like, understanding the impact of Magic Sam on West Side Chicago Blues, or what Big Bill Brunzi means to Chicago. I'm on a Chicago blues kick. Or like, but like, I don't know, like Ornette Coleman, and like why his first couple records were just life-changing, or what Sun Ra did to jazz, like, or if you want to go over to rock, like really knowing the fuck out of the Thin Lizzy discography, knowing about Big Star, you know, being able to have a conversation about Screamin' Jay Hawkins. Like, these things help a lot more than you'd expect. And I appreciate that, yes, I'm kind of a pretentious nerd musicologist. Like, that's really my passion, probably. When you're talking to label people, they're there because they like music. And they're there because they really like music. Which means they're music nerds. Which means they give a shit about Kiss records. Which means they give a shit about Bob Seger and his impact on Detroit, or the punk band Death. And also probably death metal Death. Like, that's what these people care about. And they're in it for that passion, for that nerdery. And the number one way that I've gotten through to new people who I've met, outside of trying to show as much compassion and empathy and be helpful, is by just being a fellow music nerd and just dorking out with people. And if you like know about music and like know about like weird things, and someone tells you, like if I tell someone, oh yeah, I helped with Coven, and they like know about Coven, I will love that person. Just because, like, that's how people are, you know, because that makes me feel important that someone gives a shit about Coven. Coven means a lot to me. Jinx is a good friend, right? You know, so when I can sit down with someone and be like, oh, you worked with Lou Reed, so I have all these questions about Metal Machine music. Did you ever get to talk to him about this before he died? You know what I mean? That's the type of thing that's actually going to move the needle, is showing you have that passion and that flame. Because when it comes down to it, what I'm increasingly finding among management companies and labels is they're trying to work with people who can't do anything else. They're just so about it that this is what it's going to be no matter what. Fuck you. Simple as that, man. So show you have that passion, show you have that fire, and the needle is going to move. But if you don't know your shit and you don't understand your genre's history fundamentally, maybe that won't maybe that won't impact you within your personal scene or whatever. But like, I guarantee you, like, people want to see you really, really, really care. And this is a way to show you care and you're legit, and just present yourself on a higher, smarter level.